record straight. You and me, we ain't nothing alike. Let's set the record straight. Those words you say, they hold no weight, they like. Let's set the record straight. You'll never break the...
Hello everyone, welcome back to another custom die-cast review. Today we have Tyler Reddick in the number 8 Cheddar's paint scheme for the 2021 Daytona night race. This was the playoffs, not closer, it was like right before the playoffs. At first I thought it was the 500 and then, you know, a little bit of backtracking. It was not. It was still Daytona, but it was not the 500. Again, it was the same race. No, that was the year before. Never mind. I was going to say the same race with Johnson missing the playoffs, but it was the year before. Either way, the Daytona night race basically is what this was. So this will be in, you know, the bottom Bag Diecast wave of some sort. Not too sure when. I have not thrown together a wave yet, other than the one I've briefly talked about before. But this one has no placement just yet, so there's a lot to talk about here. This is probably one of my more detailed customs I've ever made in terms of 164. I think my most detailed 124 was the Denny Hamlin Martinsville race version from 2021 with the whole Bowman thing. I think I put a lot of effort into that, and it's probably more than I normally do. And this one's kind of the same story. I put a lot of effort into this. I did things a little different normally than I wouldn't have. I put some grass on the front. We'll see that later. And, of course, you know, from when it sat on pit road. And then I got I don't know if you saw yet, but the steering wheel is on the roof. That was something I was, like, super stoked about doing. And you can't see it, but the the spoiler is actually bent as well. Like, legitimately. So that's going to be something cool to look at here soon, too. Left quarter panel's all dent in. It's got a bunch of tape and, like, you know, bare bond and stuff, supposedly, or not supposedly, but recreation of bare bond and tape, I guess, on the front end. And yeah, I think it looks pretty darn good. So of course we got the box. Now I'm not too happy with how the Daytona logo turned out. Doesn't go all the way across. It's just kind of sitting on there, so that's something I'm not really, you know, proud of. I could have changed out the race version, but I think this was like when I first started doing the boxes recently, or I picked back up the boxes, I guess, because I did it for a while, kind of stopped because of everything that was going on, and then I picked up doing the custom boxes again, and I kind of didn't really take time to color match any of it, so I color matched the top, kind of, not really. I didn't color match the race version logo, could have done gray, then of course the Cup Series and Bottom Bag Diecast logo, I just kind of cut out the background entirely. So I did not have to worry about it. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to start actually putting on labels for the front. Like this says Tyler Reddick number 8 Cheddar's. If this was like a custom I'm going to do here like in the future, it would be like Tyler Reddick number 8 Daytona race version, you know, whatever it would say there. But yeah, I'm going to start doing little custom tags too to kind of make it just a little more personalized and more special to the actual car and race itself. The only one that kind of comes close to this in terms of detail and accuracy is the 2017 Eric Almirola Kansas crash. I did do that one a long time ago. It looked pretty crap, and then I ended up revamping it. I took out the entire like interior, painted it, got the roll cage painted, steering wheel painted, you know, whatever, all that fun stuff. And I did like a better window net. I painted the bottom, all that fun stuff. So it's more of a revamp, but originally it was trash. But now it's a lot better, and it does kind of compare in terms of just detail and accuracy. So, I mean, I still put the Tyler Reddick one just a little higher above. I don't know if that's because I've already had the Eric Almirola one for quite some time, or just, I don't know, I feel like I did better a first time go at the Reddick instead of doing like a 2-time revamp at the Almirola. But nonetheless, I do give myself some credit for this custom. I do gotta admit, I put out some pretty detailed customs a lot of people like to, you know, share, and a lot of people get a good kick out of. So that's something I am kind of proud of. I think this is going to be another one of those. Very cool car. I had a couple people share it. I know OBB shared it to his Instagram story. Thank you very much, good sir. Always, you know, a little bit of a boost whenever that happens. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get this diecast out of the box and take a closer look at some of the customization I did to this car. Here's the diecast out of the box. Now, there's a couple things I'm not really too pleased on, and that's with the back left rear quarter panel. Yeah, the wheel is kind of stuck. I don't know if I'm going to fix that to where it's not stuck, but it's going to be hard to, so I may not, I'm not too sure. And the grass on the front could be a little bit better, but it was very hard to do a little grass patch detail, so I don't know, we'll kind of look over that, see what you guys think. I think it still turned out pretty darn good, but, you know, some things I could have, I guess, maybe done a little better, and even if I couldn't do it a little better, I kind of wish I was able to. But overall, I think the car is pretty cool, so I'm going to show you some of the extra detail. Again, the steering wheel is on the roof, and yeah, that was actually taken out of the cockpit. You can see the shaft of the steering wheel is still in there. The steering wheel is gone. And I thought about painting some of the actual, like, gadgets and gauges and stuff in there. Then, a little bit of the grass in the front, not a whole lot, but there is some there. There's a little bit of, like, a scrape detail, and then there's the actual, like, if I can put it on there, it's the, there you go, there's the actual, like, spoiler damage I'm talking about that was actually, you know, kind of dented and, like, pulled back and stuff. I think that looks pretty darn good, but, I mean, again, just a little more detail I haven't really done with some of my other customs. But that's kind of the overview on some of the newer things that I've done for, you know, this specific car. So, onto the hood here, we do have Cheddar's, something, what is that, Cheddar's, Scratch Kitchen is what it says on the front, but, or on the hood, but it's hard to see because, you know, it's kind of covered up. Do have dirt and debris, of course. Got all the bare bond and tape, or, you know, of course, it's not really bare bond, but it is tape. You know, all that nice silvery chrome tape they threw on the front there. Got Reddick on the name banner. You can see that the interior is also painted. You see that silver and that red, and then you can see the steering wheel in there. And then, of course, you got the gear shifter painted down there as well. I also painted the bow ties because I just thought it looked a little better. Got the number 8 right there. I would have loved to do the roof hatch on the top, that little detail, but I feel like that'd be very hard to do. Got some a little bit of racewear there, not a whole lot. Got cheddars.com, a little more racewear. I actually detailed, look at that, I detailed the steering wheel on the roof too, so even the steering wheel is detailed. I thought that was pretty fun to do. Got Reddick there, Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen. That's how I knew what it said on the hood, was because I looked at the deck lid. So there's that back there. Here's a little bit of the back detail, not a whole lot, just a little bit of like scrapes and scratches. Of course, you got the bent spoiler back here. You got like a carbon fiber type texture. And cheddars.com. Got Camaro, ZL1, 1LE. Yeah, it is there, but it's all scraped off. I will get to this damage here in a little bit. But yeah, kind of all dinged up around the back end because it is Daytona. Over here, got a little bit of like a wall scrape effect there. Is that Get MGM, I believe. Got Cat, Cheddar's, KCMG, whatever that is. Got another little spot there. Let's see. Got Pinnacle, Tyler Reddick, which is a little off, but that's because of Lionel. Lucas Oil, Sherman Williams, Red Cap, Alsco Uniforms, Comedic, PTC. Luckily, that's not the mold we're using here. We got some, you know, just rubber build up on the side there. Cup Series, NASCAR race car. Got the croissants all the way down the side of the car there. Got that, again, that kind of carbon fiber-esque look there. Got some of the tire detail here. Got the little tire tape. Goodyear once again. A little more racewear around the front. Got Sunoco. Again, kind of moving to the front. We got that grass that's kind of hanging on the front end. Got a hair there too. That's awesome. I got to take that off. Hey, there we go. A little bit of grass. Not a whole lot, but I guess, you know, it's the best I can do. I mean, it's really hard to get that little grass, you know, effect there. Now, funny enough, Lionel actually kind of screwed up on the decal, so it's a little wonky looking. I think that helps the damaged look, honestly. And, of course, you got all the tape and stuff around the front. Then you got the tire detail here a little more, or just I got the center blacked out. A little more racewear down the side around the wheel well, down the number 8, down the entirety of the car, really. Got the window net down. On the interior, as I kind of peeked earlier, maybe if you can kind of focus in on that, that'd be sweet, but I don't think you're going to. Are you going to? Please? Anyway, I got detail in the car. It's hard to tell, but it's in there. You can see the roll cage is painted on both sides. You can see the drive shaft is painted. I should probably lock that. There we go. Then, of course, you got the dashboard also painted. Again, the gear shifter. I'm going to try to put some more detail in there if I can, but not on this one specifically, just in general. I got the new window net material. Looks pretty nice. And then this is what I'm not really a fan of. Like, I mean, it looks alright, I guess, but it's not really what I'm kind of looking for. I will probably shred the quarter panel a little bit, because like this is pretty stuck. I mean, I'm not moving that really at all. and it's kind of wedged, so I might try to tear it out a little bit. You can see some of the glue that's there. I might try to fix that too, but yeah, so that was kind of hard to do. But for the undercarriage, I do, paint the undercarriage, pretty much copy paste like I always do. Got the red fuel cell, got the black exhaust pipes, the silver transmission and drive shaft, got the little red piece right here. Not really sure what that is, but that's there. Got these little sway bar arm doohickey things up here on the front. They got the axles and the supports in the back here. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for, this race version. Now, I am going to do the wheel detail a lot more often because Logano, I've seen people do it before, but Logano normally has his wheel up on the roof, or if not, normally it's on the dashboard. Even if it's on the dashboard, I'm still going to try to glue it to the dashboard. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I will give it a shot. So I am planning on trying to add some more detail to the 164s just kind of here on out. But again, I believe that'll be all, for this diecast review, this custom diecast review. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all really enjoyed it. This one was super fun to do. But I will see you in the next video.